Welcome to Arby's Nationals Hockey here on Rogers TV as the London Nationals welcome the Lasalle Vipers. I'm Kyle, alongside Kyle, as always, taking you through tonight's contest. It will be a bit of a redemption story for the Nationals is what their hopes are tonight, as coming off their first home loss of the season and facing a team that's already beat them this year.
That's right. So it's going to the storyline of the game, it's streaks. London wants to start a couple of new streaks, as you mentioned, Kyle. Lost their home win streak of 16 games. They lost that on Wednesday in overtime to the Flyers of Leamington. And as well, they also had a 7-game win streak snapped. As for LaSalle, they're on a mini 2-game streak here. Chard also had his point streak snapped at 9 games. Burridge is on an 8-game streak, and he's only been held pointless in 3 games so far this year. So that's something that's they're going to look to keep forward and keep moving on here in this game tonight.
Absolutely. It's not too surprising that you see Jeff Burridge with those kinds of numbers. Been the best player, arguably the best player in the entire league all season long. Been phenomenal for the Nationals, and a main reason why the Nationals sit in that first place spot in the Western Conference. Take a look at the standings. Been a little while since we actually take a look at them. See a lot more X's on that standings chart now, Kyle.
That's right. London obviously clinching at 55 points in first place right now. Leamington, Chatham, and St. Mary's now all having a spot in the postseason. And so that battle for the first spot is still kind of up in the air, as you got London, Leamington, and Chatham all fighting for that. And then St. Mary's, LaSalle, Kamoka are going to be fighting for the middle 3 spots. And then it's going to be Strathroy and St. Thomas fighting for positioning to see where they end up and who they get to play here in the first round of the Western Conference playoffs going forward.
Yeah, still not a ton of time left in the season here, but enough to actually make some changes. Only 3 points, as you can see, separating the Flyers from the Nationals. Both teams now at 35 games played. We saw Leamington had that large games played gap between pretty much everybody, still 4 over the Chatham Maroons, so that gap could be extended even more if the Leamington Flyers can come away with some few extra points, and I believe they still have one more game against the Nationals this season.
That's right, and as we get ready for puck drop, we're going to take a look at the starting goaltenders for tonight. And in net for the visiting LaSalle Vipers, it's Matthew Sabroka. He's played 6 games. He's 4-1 with a .237 goals against average and a .918 save percentage. And on the other end, it's the ever so steady Aiden Barry, as he has 22 games played, a record of 16-3-2-1, a .241 goals against average, and an astonishing .927 save percentage. He's just been a solid netminder for the Nationals when he's been called upon this year.
Absolutely. Cannot forget his 5 shutouts as well this season. That sets a national single season record for shutouts. He has been phenomenal over the last 10 games or so. There has not been a better goalie in the league than Aiden Barry, and the Nationals very happy to see him performing the way he is. Exactly what they wanted to see. Backing up as well, Barry tonight is Owen Flores, back in a Nationals uniform for the first time in a little bit. So it'll be interesting to see what happens here if the Nationals can continue bounce back from that loss and continue their winning ways.
That's right, as we hear the opening lineups being announced here, and we're going to get ready for puck drop in moments. And we're going to now let the PA announcer do his thing, and we'll throw it down to ice level as the national anthem is coming up.
Number 20, Braden Sanovy. And starting his goal, number 30, Aiden Barry.
Yeah, you're right.
Prior to tonight's game, the London Nationals wish to acknowledge the Anishinaabe, Haudenosaunee, Lenapewa, and Attawandaron peoples, whose traditional lands we are gathered upon this evening. Fans, in recognition of the current events in Ukraine, tonight the London Nationals wish to stand in solidarity with the majority of the world as we join in the chorus of calls for peace. Canada is home to over 1.4 million Ukrainian Canadians, of which over 375,000 reside here in Ontario. At this time, we'd like to invite you all to stand as we observe a moment of silence in recognition of the humanitarian crisis currently unfolding in Ukraine. Thank you. Fans, will you now please join Candace Murgo in the singing of O Canada?
Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all of us command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north strong and free. From far and wide, O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. O Canada, we stand on guard for
Beautiful way to start the game here tonight as the arena plays the Ukrainian national anthem to kickstart our game as we take a look at our keys to the game.
That's right. LaSalle's key to victory here is special teams, as they have the worst power play here in the Western Conference, just operating at 13.9%. They've gone 0 for 3 and 0 for 5, respectively, against London so far. And then we head over to London. It's all about shaking it off, as they had their first home loss of the year on Wednesday night to the Leamington Flyers in overtime. And as well, they had their 7-game win streak snap. So they're just going to have to shake that off, come out here tonight, and just do what they do best, and that's come out with intensity, play hard, and put lots of pucks on net.
Will not be surprised if the Nationals start lighting up that shot clock tonight. Seeing in the back end there, Noah Arsenault back in the lineup for the London Nationals. As puck drop goes, won by the Vipers, and they'll bring it in across the blue line. Cross-ice pass. Over to Pavia. He'll throw it behind the net. Back around to the point. Kept in by Findlay. Findlay gets it stolen off his stick. Sanovy tries to bring it inside. Sanovy can't quite get it on his stick. Lacotte battles for the puck there. Crevier throws it out. Nice pick off there by Arsenault to send it right back into the Vipers territory. Played back on the wall by Sanovy over to Nichols. Back to the blue line. Arsenault takes a shot. That one just hits the side of the net. Picked up again by Sanovy. Sanovy tries to throw it back to the point. That gets tipped. Pavia will bring it back the other way for the Vipers. Across the blue line. Pavia walks in, fires that one off the pad quickly off Barry. Back the other way, just out of reach of Torrealba. Weingart, he'll give it up. Vipers will try to break out. Play gets tipped out. Barry comes out to play it as the Nationals go off for a change. Behind the net, McGowan. He'll wait to set up here. Brought over. Brought across the blue line now by Burge. Burge tries to get into Wood down low. Can't quite get it on his stick. Picked up now by Chard. Chard, as you will see, is wearing number 91 tonight instead of his traditional 25. Back to Burge behind the net. He loses control. Trying to battle for it. Picks it up again by Wood. Back to the blue line. Hagee. Download again to Wood. Back into the slot. Still battling for it is Chard. Chard gets it inside. Over to Burge. Burge loses it in his feet. Wood loses it again. Vipers will break it out into neutral ice. Pace Roth will spin it, fire it back down. Over to Burridge. Burridge waits, gets across the blue line, tries to get back to Chard. Lost in some feet by Weingart. Weingart throws a breakout pass. That one just out of reach of Eaton. Picked up again by Wood. Wood across the blue line, puck gets put through Chard's feet. As both teams go for a change. Long pass, just misses the stick of Eaton, and will go for icing.
That's right. First stoppage of play here with a 17:55 remaining. And you mentioned Kyle, Lucas Chard on the top line wearing number 91. We hear a little bit of a funny story as his jerseys went to get the A put on as he became the assistant captain. And there was a bit of a mix-up with the embroidery company. Nonetheless, he'll be next week, Wednesday, back to wearing his number 25.
Apparently he really wanted to wear the 91. So maybe he'll see if he can get it pushed to keep it for a little longer. Down to Bunker. Over to Beaupre. Beaupre falls down in the play, but puts the puck back in the corner. Played behind the net. Up on the wall. McManus can't hold on to it. Back in the slot. Beaupre tries to get a slap pass over to Vanderzon, but can't connect. McManus, that will send that puck cross ice. In the offensive zone come the Vipers. Nice defensive play. Gets the puck back on national sticks. Back out in neutral zone. Pass just tipped off Vanderzon. He'll be given up. Back the other way comes Findlay. Findlay cross the blue line. Trying to throw right into the slot. Bouncing puck. Now goes off the side of the net. Now back in the corner again. Played by Booker. Back to the point. Shot. That gets blocked off the stick of Bunker. Down in the corner again. Plays rimmed around. Back to the point. D-to-D pass, shot from the blue line, blockered away by Barry. Back out front again. Barry has to make a quick save, and he finds it between his legs and holds on.
That's quite a good save there for Aiden Barry. Kind of his first real test of the game. As we see on the replay, shot just off the backboards from behind the goal line. Tried to do the old bank play, but nonetheless, he's able to squeeze the pads together, make that save, hold on for a whistle. 16:34 remaining in the first period. It's 2-0 shots on goal in favor of Lasalle.
Another shot off a spin by the face-off win by the Vipers. Nationals try to break it out over to Chard. Chard carries it across the blue line. He moves it over to Hagee. Hagee can't get a shot off. Goes back to the blue line, kept in by Chard. Chard throws it back down into the corner. Burge picks it up, gives it back to Chard. Chard gets it bounced off his stick. Back down low again. Chard battles for it, gets him some help from Wood. Back to Chard again. Chard breaks out front. Backhand chance. What a save there in tight by Sabroka. Keeps it out.
First shot on net for the London Nationals. Lucas Chard able to work his way out of the corner as a strong power move. Nice pass from Wood there. Just a power move to the front of the net, able to get it into the pads, but Sabroka stays tall there and makes that save. Face-off coming deep here in the Viper territory. Top line out for the Nationals.
And top line versus top line now for both teams. Puck gets quickly bounced up and out of the net, into the netting.
That play, the puck is out of play, so they'll go to the penalty box and get a new biscuit. as face-off will stay deep inside the Vipers zone. We got 15:59 remaining here in the first period. Shots on goal, 2-1 in favor of the Vipers. Burridge in taking this face-off.
Face-off won quickly by the Vipers. They'll try to break it out. Pavia will get it, but this slap pass is denied by Arsenault. Over to McGowan. He'll carry it in, blocked by Pavia. He'll bring it back the other way for the Vipers. Cross the blue line. Tries to throw it over cross ice, but it gets blocked. He'll recover it again in the corner. Back to the blue line. That one just a little too hot for Weingard to pick up. So Broca will come out and dish it back into neutral ice. Pavia walks in, all alone on the right side, just takes a shot right in the chest of Barry. He bobbles it, but manages to hold on and get the whistle.
Another good save by Aiden Barry there, as he had to have Pavia come down on him on the wing, as it was a nice little lead pass there. Pavia picks it up, top of the circles. Good shot, as you mentioned, Kyle. Bobbled just a little bit by Barry, but able to keep that puck out of the net to force a face-off here deep in Nationals territory.
Face-off won by the Nationals, picked up by Pace Rock. They move it up to the right wing side for Sanovy. Sanovy across the into Nichols. Nichols walks it, fires, rebound, shoots, scores! Tori Alba finds the back of the net off the rebound, and the Nationals open the scoring.
The second shot of the game for the London Nationals results in a goal, as Tori Alba is the recipient of a nice rebound that bounced into the slot, as the depth scoring comes up first for the Nationals. We see on the replay here, Sanovy over to Nichols. Nichols with the shot, rebound, and Tori Alba left all alone in the slot. Puts it in the empty 4x6, and it's 1-0 Nationals. And their third shot of the game is their first goal.
Play brought out, Haggy. He'll bring it out, tries to hit Tori Alba. Tori Alba will get a piece of it, so no icing. Puck behind the net. They'll try to clear the zone, kept in by Haggy. Back out front, Tori Alba can't handle the bounce off the back wall. Cross ice pass. Into the offensive zone come the Vipers, and that one penalty coming here. Interference is the call. I believe it's coming to the Vipers on this one.
It's going to be to Nichols, as the puck was kind of squirting around here, and as we'll see here on the replay, it was just before that, as we saw in the replay, but Nichols, the guy nowhere near the puck, throws him down in the slot, causing the ref's arm to go up in the neutral zone. Call that interference penalty there. Here's Lasalle's first power play opportunity.
We said special teams the big key for the Vipers. Let's see if they can get something to go. And picked up by Chard. He'll carry it across the blue line. He just gets pinned up and held up right as he tries to skate in. Vipers will regroup behind their own net. That's to be brought out by Crevier. Cross ice pass over to Lacotte. He'll just dump it down to the far corner. Picked up by McManus. McManus will walk in, just tries to get a cross ice pass. He had Pavia all alone, but couldn't get there in time with the pass. Puck will come back out in neutral ice. Lacotte will pick it up for the Vipers. Gets the pass past Burridge. Over to Pavia. Rise a dish it into the slot. Down in the corner again. Puck gets sent behind the net. Monroe will pick it up. Now Pavia. Battle for it. Away comes the puck with is McGowan, as the Vipers will regroup in their own zone and bring it back up down ice. Battle for it on the wall. Across the blue line. Brings it down low again. Tries to get it out front. Can't quite get a stick on it. The Nationals will clear it up and get to the blue line, but kept in. Walking in on the left wing side. Takes another shot. That gets blocked off Arsenault's leg. Back to the blue line again. Vipers just can't hold the line, as that one just a little too fancy and goes out of play, or goes offside.
Offside is the call, so the play will come outside of the Nationals' blue line. Get a look at Beau Prey, as he's been doing omen's work here on the penalty kill, as there's only 22 seconds remaining in the man advantage for the Vipers as they win that faceoff, gain control.
Brought in across the blue line and dumped down in the corner. Play comes back at the half wall, but the Vipers will keep it behind the Nationals' net. Have to be brought around. Still waiting for that outlet pass right in the slot there. Takes the shot. That one goes high. Gillis had a chance, but couldn't finish. Another block out front. Gillis takes another shot. National player down on the play. That's Heggie. He looked like he took it in not a great area. Power play is expired. Back to 5-on-5. Sanovy tries to throw the body. Lead pass for the Nationals. Will get into the offensive zone. No icing on the play. All the final penalty kills will get a chance to go off and get a change. And they come right back out with that top line. Nice home run pass attempted there. McManus was going right down the middle. He'll try to find the puck behind the net. Gets stolen off his stick. Picked up by Chard the other way. Over to Burridge. Burridge walks in, over to Wood, loses it at his feet, takes another shot. That one just goes wide. Burridge again. Throws it down low. Wood can't get a stick on it, but it'll go right to Sabroka, and he'll hold on.
Sabroka making that save, holding on for the whistle. We have 12 minutes exactly remaining here in the first period, as the Nationals still have that 1-0 lead. They trail in the shot department 5-4, but they have come out and done exactly what they've needed to do so far this period, and that is come play with intensity as they are trying to shake off their loss from Wednesday.
Quick face-off and shot will end up in an icing going down the other way, as a nice set play off the face-off there by the Nationals. Almost results in another goal.
Yeah, they've really worked on their face-offs and making sure they are either A, tying up the other team's center and having a winger come in, or winning it clean to set up some offensive plays and get opportunities in order to score, try and put the puck in the net any way they can.
Chard wins the face-off, goes back to Burge. Burge has no choice but to send it back to Arsenault to regroup. Over to McGowan. Back into the slot. Wood can't hold on to it, but he manages to tip it just enough to get to Sabroka. Burge back to Wood. Wood can't get a stick on it. Now to Chard. Back to Wood again. Stolen by McManus. He'll send it back into the slot area. Back across the blue line. Into the offensive zone comes the Vipers. He can't get a shot off. Back in the corner again. Raniero can't get a shot either, so we'll come back to the neutral ice. Over to Lacotte. He makes a move, gets inside, but a little too fancy again, and the Vipers will go offside.
Yeah, the Vipers have been struggling to get possession and control entering the offensive zone. That's the second or third offside now that they've had miscommunication at the blue line. Nonetheless, the face-off coming just outside the National zone. Nationals win it and try and gain possession to break out.
Arsenault back to McGowan. McGowan tries to get that pass over to his forward, but can't quite connect on it. McGowan will get it right back. Tries to hit Duarte with it, but just out of his reach. Another pass, long reach pass, just out of the reach of the forward for the Vipers. McGowan picks it up, loses it quickly. Pace Roth in there to help out. The Nationals trying to mix up that D again. As you have McGowan out there with Pace Roth now. He was with Arsenault earlier in the game. Duarte blows a tire and loses the puck. Back the other way come the Vipers. Over to Crevier. He'll bring it in. Tries to throw it right into the slot as Booker was going right down the middle. Couldn't quite get a stick on it. Weingart. He'll go D to D. Send it over to Samolia. Back to Weingart. He'll bring it up the left wing side. Get some nice pressure there by the Nationals as they'll bring it back the other way. Sanovy across the blue line. Winds up, fires. That one goes off a leg. Picked up again by the Vipers. They'll break it out. Across the blue line comes Monroe. Monroe gives it up. Crevier. He'll try to move into the slot area. He gets tripped up. The Nationals will break back the other way. Over to Nichols. Nichols has Torrealba with him. He just gets across the blue line and holds up. Weingart applying pressure. Sent down, just down half wall. Can't quite get picked up by Sanovy. Back the other way. Crevier into the slot. Walks in. Can't quite get the shot off. There's Monroe. And stolen right back by the Nationals. Nichols across the blue line over to Burge. Burge tries to hit the pass over to McGowan going right down the middle. Puck gets set down all the way for an icing.
Icing, the call on this play want to make mention, Duarte did go down the cutway. He's back now on the Nationals bench. I think he had a bit of a skate issue as he fell quite a few times on his last shift. Not too pleased. So he went down with the equipment manager and made that equipment change on his skate. And now we have a face-off coming deep in Viper territory as they just ice the puck.
And with the face-off quickly, gets right to the blue line. Bikos can't quite hold on to it. And will be sent down into Nationals territory. Nationals forwards will spread out as they look for that outlet pass. Cross ice over to Bikos. Bikos over to Burge on the right wing side. Burge waits, finds Wood. That one just goes off the heel of Wood's stick. Vipers can't quite clear it. Gets over to Chard. Chard tries to get it back to Burge. Great defensive play by the Vipers. Will get it back out. Sent back up, kept in again. Now stolen again by Burge. Burge with full head of steam going down the left wing side. Tries to throw it into the slot. Wood just can't get a stick on it as he gets just overwhelmed at the blue line. Burge again, loses it in his feet. Heggie, he can't get a hold of it. The puck is all over the place. No one gaining actual possession. Back to Burge again. Cross-ice pass over to Levecki. Levecki takes a shot. That one kicked aside easily by Sabroka. Back behind the net again. Picked up by Chard. Over inside. Levecki just tips that one. And a nice floater right on net. And Sabroka holds on.
That's right, Sabroka holding on as that was kind of a flutter puck as Levecki got a hold of that one. And we have this period brought to you by JNF Concrete and Ready Mix. As always on the London Nationals broadcast here on Rogers TV, the Nationals have possession of this puck after that faceoff.
Over to face-off, he winds up, fires that one, that gets blocked. Picked up the other way. Here comes McManus. Break down the right wing side, he just takes a shot, bouncing puck off the chest protector of Barry, but the Nationals recover. Quickly stolen back again by Eaton. Eaton walks in, shoots, it's no goal is the call right off the bat. As Eaton managed to put it in the net, but the ref says no.
We'll have to wait and see as to why this is no goal, but you mentioned, Kyle, he waved it off right away. Did it go through the net?
It's hard to tell.
Or the net might have been off?
I don't know. I'm very confused as to why it's no goal.
That goal has been waved off as the net was off its moorings.
The net was off its moorings. Thank you to Jeff Shaughnessy for giving us the heads up there. As that looked like a beautiful goal, but all for nothing. Back in the neutral zone. Played by the Vipers. Horn, he'll move it up. Nice long pass, but a little too far, and the Vipers will go offside again.
That's McManus offside there as he was engaged with Arsenault behind the net, and they were going back and forth, giving each other some shots, but the face-off's going to come all the way back down inside Viper territory. We got some other
Still
words
have some
here.
words, the two of them.
McManus and Arsenault. Arsenault making his presence felt back in the lineup. And we have 7:17 remaining in this first period. Nationals still lead 1-0.
It's not the size matchup anybody really wants to take. Arsenault, the biggest blue liner on the Nationals.
As that play goes up and into the netting for a whistle. And yes, Kyle, Arsenault is a big boy. And McManus, not so much. But it's good on McManus saying, hey, I'm gonna still stand my ground. So we'll see if anything transpires in the rest of the game.
Play goes up. McGowan climbs the ladder and grabs it, but does not get it on his own stick before Sanovy picks it up, so it will be a hand pass.
A hand pass there, as McGowan used to mention. Kyle made a nice jumping effort to keep that play in the zone, but called down on the glove pass. The Vipers have possession here with 7 minutes remaining.
Over to Horn. No wake, nice cross-ice pass, finds Eaton just wide open. He walks in, takes a shot. Kicked aside by Barry, right in the slot area, but the Vipers can't make anything of it. Back their way comes Nichols. Nichols circles in. He's got Torrealba with him. Tries to give it over to Sanovy, but Sanovy wasn't fast enough to get there. Back the other way comes McManus. Across the blue line. He gets by Heggie. Still trying to get maintain possession. Back out front, shoots and scores. Wide open net, and the Vipers tie it up at 1.
Just kind of a defensive breakdown for the Nationals, as that's Kvetsky on the goal. We'll see here that Vipers make great entry into the zone. Great, still maintain possession, and left all alone at the side of the net was Kvetsky, and he had an open 4x6. Much in the way as the Nationals scored their first goal, the Vipers get much of the same, and it's now 1-1 with just over 6.5 minutes remaining. The shots on goal are tied at 8 apiece, and the Vipers are in this hockey game and not going away lightly here. The Nationals have their work cut out for them.
Forward just not picking up the trailer on that play, as just walks in and gets the easy chance. Chard, he tries to put it out front. Wood can't get a stick on it. McGowan will keep it down in the offensive zone. Weingard will try to clear it out, but can't get it by Burge. Burge battle for the puck, picked up again by Chard. Weingard right on top of him. Another size mismatch there for the Nationals. Picked up by Burge. Walks himself out, gets to the blue line. Right down low, McGowan walks in, takes the backhand chance, but that one just goes wide. Chard picks it up in the corner, kicks it back up to his own stick, circles back, behind the net, that goes off a leg, comes up to the half wall, kept in by Arsenault. He get put down hard. Great work there by Pavia to muscle Arsenault out the puck. In the offensive zone come the Vipers. Another quick shot from a sharp angle goes right into Barry, and he won't make a mistake there and hold on.
Barry making that save, as he had no chance on that first goal, but he's now touching the puck now, getting a better feel for it, and making sure he's doing what he does best in the net for the Nationals, and that's making saves.
And that first goal, you can't really blame Barry for at all, just leaving a guy wide open like that. As the Nationals try to come back, they get to the neutral zone, but quickly picked up by Booker, and he'll throw it right back down. Back up to the half wall. Beaupré gets it, but loses it quickly. And the Vipers stay on the attack. Booker takes a quick shot. That one, nice floater on net, and gloved down by Barry.
Barry making that glove save. We have 5:13 remaining here in the opening period. 10-9 are the shots on goal in favor of the Lasalle Vipers, as they'll get an offensive zone face-off to try and set something up if they can win it. And the Nationals trying to win it and have a breakout.
Foul down in the corner. Bunker will send it around. Sent right back up. Nationals will try to break it out over to Bunker again. Bunker tries to hit Van der Zalm, goes to Beaupré instead, as he'll carry it across the blue line. Beaupré, cross-ice pass over to the D. Nice shot, that gets blocked and will picked up in tight by Sabroka.
Sabroka making a nice effort with picking that up with the glove, as that puck was kind of blocked and also kind of tipped onto him. So he's able to make that save, hold on for a face-off. He's looking good so far, as he's had some time in the Ontario Hockey League with the Barrie Colts. He's property of the Saginaw Spirit now, and good to see him playing well here for the Lasalle Vipers.
Got the gear from all over the place there, Kyle. As you can see him with the Barrie Colts helmet and then the Saginaw pads and everything. So picked up now by Nichols on the right wing side. He tries to bring it down low, stolen off his stick, kept in at the blue line by Pace Roth. He tries to throw it out front. That gets picked off and kept out by Findlay. Back to the blue line again. Heggie, he walks the line, puts a shot on net. That one goes right between the legs of Sabroka, but he'll hold on.
Sabroka doing a nice job finding that puck through traffic and making the save, as the Nationals now have the shot advantage right now, 11-10. You get a replay as that Hagee with the shot from the point, through some legs, through some traffic, but Sabroka making that save.
Sanovy, quick shot, goes right off the blocker of Sabroka, and the Nationals maintain possession. Torrealba behind the net to Nichols. Nichols walks his way up, gets to the half wall, hash marks, but can't quite get out. Now tries to break into the slot, but it falls off his stick. Pace Roth over to Hagee. Hagee cross ice pass over to his defensive partner. Picked up by Torrealba. Torrealba can't go anywhere with it, so he'll leave the puck. Back over to Hagee. Back to Pace Roth. Pace-Roth tries to throw a pass right up the middle, gets tipped as the Vipers will recover the puck. Horn, he'll carry it across the red line and dump it down. Vipers coming in on the left wing side with speed. Wide to get a hold of it, kept it at the blue line. Another long shot, Barry blockers that one away. Back to the blue line, Burridge. Nice little back pass, tries to get it to Wood. Wood will get a stick on it, send it down to the corner, where Chard will pick it up. Chard tries to leave it for Wood. Chard will pick it up again, puts it out front. Burridge can't get a stick on it. Back out to the neutral ice. Bicos, he'll pick it up, and it's sent back down into the offensive zone, but quickly back out by the Vipers. McManus running into Wood hard there. The two exchanging a few words. See, McManus been middle of a lot of the action so far tonight.
Yeah, McManus is trying to throw his weight around. He doesn't have much size, but he's using every bit of his frame. Tough here. The Vipers in on a breakaway. Quickly
stolen inside. Nice save by Barry, as he has to be sharp with another Viper coming right inside. I believe that was Lacotte. Back to the blue line. Weingart can't hold the line, but will cover the puck. 2:22 left here in the first period. Across the blue line now. Monroe. Over to Weingart. Weingart bobbles the puck, but will recover it. He'll try to put a puck on net. That one just goes wide. Now Duarte overskates it, but does manage to get it to neutral ice. Pavia steals it right back, but bunkers there to recover it. Over to McGowan. McGowan just going to take it down into the zone himself. Looking for a little help. McGowan tries to put it down low. Beaupre can't get a stick on it. Bicos there to help out as he'll throw it in. Send around the boards. Gets to the half wall. Will be brought out by Crevier. McGowan, he'll just flip it in as the Nationals try to get back on side. Sabroka easily goes and taps it to one of his defensemen. Weingart, long pass. That one just out of the reach of Crevier, and will be an icing and come back down into Vipers territory.
Yeah, the Vipers icing the puck, but we're going to get a look at this Aiden Barry save. The puck just gets poked in all alone on a breakaway, but a nice pad save by Barry, keeping this game tied at 1. As the face-off's going to be deep inside the Viper territory. We have Sabroka trying to fix his pants and adjust his equipment. Ref gives him that option. He's fixed now and ready to go. Face-off coming with 1:18 remaining in the first period.
Both teams' top lines out there again. Probably most likely to end the period here. And Pavia in tight with Chard. Face-off drop, picked up and won by the Vipers. Weingart will try to throw it out. Quickly picked off by Burge. Burge tries to hit Wood, going right down the middle. But the Vipers will get it back. Bouncing puck, picked up by Arsenault. Arsenault's got a lot of time. Banks off the wall to Wood. Wood gets it and throws it down into the corner. Lacotte tries to play it up. That will bounce all the way back down the length of the ice again. McGowan comes out and plays it. Banks out the boards. Wood gets it, almost loses it right away, but manages to get the puck over to Burge. Burge back to Chard. Burge steals it right back. He's got Wood wide open. Burge manages to hold on. Burge turns, fires. That one can't quite get to the front of the net. Back the other way come the Vipers. Across the blue line comes Findlay. Walks in, another shot. Beautiful save by Barry as he just flashed the leather on that save.
Barry making a save, 26.1 seconds remaining in the opening period. As we get a look, nice wide open shot from about the top of the circles. Barry very easily makes that glove save as nobody in front of him taking his eyes away as the Vipers win this faceoff.
Faceoff won by Gillis. Played by Lacotte. He tries to throw it down low. Quickly gets picked off his stick, but Lacotte will play it again and keep the possession. Now we picked up by Nichols. Over to Pace-Roth. Pace-Roth will throw it down to the offensive zone. 10 seconds left in the period. Chance for one more rush here if the Vipers can get a hold of it. Across the blue line. Still trying to maintain possession right out front. And the Vipers will not get a shot off here as the period will end. 12-12 are your shots. 1-1 is your score as we head into our first intermission.
This program is brought to you by the following sponsors.
This program is brought to you by Ignite TV. Now you're in command. Visit Rogers.com for more details.
Calling all journalism students. Omni Television is once again awarding scholarships to qualified students pursuing a career in third language journalism.
I am very grateful to be one of the recipients of the Omni TV Scholarship. This scholarship gave me hope. It made me see that there is space for people like me in the media industry.
Omni is home to a variety of locally produced current affairs programs and daily national newscasts, broadcast in 6 languages. To learn more about Omni scholarships, visit omnitv.ca/scholarships.
After a night out with your friends, there's always options for getting home safely. You could call your BFF, your mom or dad, whoever you can count on for a safe ride home. You could call your favorite cab company or 1-888 taxi guy. Or you could use the Arrive Alive smartphone app to help you choose your ride. Be it a friend, transit, or taxi, getting home safely is app easy. Now available for iOS and Android devices. Visit arrivealive.org to find out more. Arrive Alive. Drive sober.
You're watching Rogers TV.
Do you enjoy watching Army's Nationals hockey on Rogers TV? Then join the crew. Volunteers learn the skills needed to put on a show, including camera, audio, graphics, and more. Visit rogerstv.com/volunteer to sign up. Back here at the Western Fair Sports Center, after 20 minutes of play, the Vipers and the Nationals are tied at 1s. And in our first period player highlight, we'll be taking a look at Braden Sanovy.
So I played hockey in Forest for the Forest Predators, and then I moved to Sarnia AAA, and I played Sarnia AAA till my last year in minor hockey, and that was for Elgin Middlesex Chiefs. And then went to Sarnia Legionnaires, and then here I am here. I like to think of myself as a power forward. I like to be very physical, and I can also still put up some points.
Making the switch from the Sarnia Legionnaires, who sit last in the Western Conference, to the Nationals, who have occupied first place in the Western Conference for much of the year, was quite a change for Sanovy.
It was a pretty big transition for sure. It was the hockey here is a lot different than Sarnia. Respectfully, it's a lot more skilled hockey, and it's what I've seen so far. And I've sort of had to change my game a little bit, but it's going good. My role in this team is, I guess, to be a physical player and be a leader out there, I guess, as being a neutral this year, and that's basically it so far.
When he played for the Elgin Middlesex Chiefs, Sanovy was coached by Runam Nadir, who is now an assistant coach for the Nationals.
It was awesome. It was great seeing his face. I didn't know at first, and then I ended up seeing him. It was pretty cool. Oh, it's been amazing. Really great. I'm learning tons of new stuff. It's really good.
Sanovy isn't only strong on the ice, his strength translates to the gym as well.
I'm an Olympic weightlifter. That's about it. I can lift a lot of weight. Nobody's challenged me yet, but I'm still to have that done.
And we're back with more of the first intermission after this.
We fought our way through Italy and then headed for Amsterdam, sweeping for Germans along the way. Our worst fear was to catch a bullet in these last hours of the war.
I was 15 when the Nazis invaded the Netherlands. More than 100,000 Dutch Jews never came home. Our men were put into forced labor. By 1945, we were starving. The food drops gave us hope. And then the Canadians came.
Before Amsterdam, I couldn't have explained why we were there, all those years away from home, but the Dutch showed us why it mattered.
Papa wanted me to bring some soldiers home to thank them personally, and that's when I first saw Wilf, and I invited him over that afternoon.
Marguerite Blaise married Lieutenant Wilf Gildersleeve. They moved to Vancouver, where they raised 8 children. Today, the Dutch still remember the Canadians who liberated them.
After a night out with your friends, not having a plan for a safe ride home can leave you in a bad spot. You could end up riding in a police car, an ambulance, or a hearse. These unplanned modes of transportation can be a costly choice and do not take you home. Your plan could include a designated driver, a taxi, or public transit. Drink responsibly, choose your ride, and have a plan for a safe ride home.
Visit arrivealive.org to find out more.
This week, Jeff is putting the chilling in Chillin' and Grill with Jeff. He heads to a backyard in the winter and keeps warm with lobster bisque, prime rib sliders, and oyster Rockefeller. Watch the latest episode of Chillin' and Grill with Jeff, Thursdays at 7:30 p.m. Back here at the Western Fair Sports Center after 20 minutes play, we have a 1-1 tie between the Vipers and the London Nationals in a very interesting first period, to say the least. I said right before as we went to break there, probably a perfect road period for the Vipers.
Yeah, I would say so. Coming away tied at 1. Tied in the shot department as well with these London Nationals. Nothing too shabby, nothing to complain about. Obviously, maybe tighten up some areas defensively. There's always things you can work on, little things. But as a whole, the Lasalle Vipers have come into the Western Fair Sports Center and done what they needed to do, and that is stay tight with these London Nationals.
Absolutely, and we did have a few big highlights throughout that first period as well, including a couple goals to talk about.
That's right. We get the Nationals here as Nichols with that shot. Tori Alba just all over that rebound, all alone, puts that into the 4x6. And then we thought we had a tie game here for the LaSalle Vipers, but the ref waves that off right away, saying no goal. But then just moments later, they were able to have that goal there. That does tie the game, and we stand at 1-1. Looking at the scoring summary, it's Tori Alba, his 11th from Sanovy, and Nichols at 4:43. Then at 13:32, it's Kavetsky from McManus, and that's Kavetsky's 7th of the season. So we stand at 1-1 here after 20 minutes.
Not a bad period overall. Vipers, as we said, got to be pretty happy with that. Just that goal, like the non-goal. Very interesting play. From what we saw, or at least what I saw, that was a beautiful goal. And I thought it should have counted, but you're the ref. You have the more insight on the play. What'd you see there?
So it all depends on how far the net is off the line. It has to be completely off the goal line for it not to count. So if we get a couple of looks at this, and I'm not sure if it is completely off or not, but the ref obviously has a better vantage point than us here up in the broadcast booth. So he must have seen that the net was completely off and there was a white space between the goal line and the mooring. That's why it causes it to be no goal, because if any part of that mooring is touching the goal line, that net's on, and that would be a good goal.
Absolutely, and hey, it looked close. Like from where we're sitting and from our camera angles that we have, it's hard to tell. But hey, when you're down on the ice, you can see it closer than anybody else. Like you're the final decision in the whole thing.
And that's, like I said, the ref waved it off right away. He didn't hesitate. He didn't make was it a goal? Was it not a goal? He waved it off right away. As we get another couple of looks at it.
Can see it. It is just off on the left pad of area.
It's just off, yes, as that was a great vantage point from our truck down low and the camera just behind the net of the London Nationals. It's just off ever so slightly, and that's why it was no goal, and that's why we stand tied 1-1 at the end of the first period.
Shout out to Gerald for getting that shot, as always, behind the net. As we head to our more of the first intermission, we'll be right back after this.
My dad was a railway porter. It was just about the only job a black man could get. But he had big plans for us. Music would be our ticket out of poverty. I knew we couldn't afford that piano, so I practiced twice as hard.
Nice, Daisy. Okay, Oscar, let's hear it.
Turns out I wasn't half bad. Then I found jazz. It found me. It wasn't all easy, though. I faced a lot of hate. But I found my stage. They call me the man with 4 hands. Well, I don't know about that, but let's see how far this ticket takes me.
From Montreal to Carnegie Hall and far beyond, Oscar Peterson became one of the most recorded and celebrated jazz musicians of all time.
We can be hurt. We can be bruised. We can be broken. Slowed down, confused, and even numbed. But we can't be defeated. We're built on a foundation that's strong, our mission unwavering, and together we'll beat as one.
Watch, play, and win every Monday night at 8 p.m. with Optimus TV Bingo on Rogers TV. Cards are available at multiple London locations and are good for all 3 games. Weekly jackpots total $3,000. Back here at the Western Fair, we take a look at our Paul Duarte and Associates shots on goal. 12-12 is your totals after 20 minutes of play. Score still stands at 1-1. As we take a look to our next contest here on Rogers TV. It is this Wednesday night as our normal time and place as the London Nationals welcome the St. Mary's Lincolns into town. That will be Wednesday online at 7 p.m. and then it will be on TV afterwards.
That's right, as the London Knights will have an away game in Owen Sound Wednesday night, so Rogers TV will have that feed from Owen Sound, and then we'll show this game here between the Lincolns and Nationals after that on Rogers TV. As you mentioned, Kyle, online, as always, at 7 o'clock. Check out youtube.com/Rogers TV. It's always a great way to watch these London Nationals if you cannot either A, have Rogers cable, or B, tune in later than the normal 7 o'clock start as we get ready for the second period. We get a look at Aiden Barry in the cutway. He's played phenomenally so far this game for the London Nationals, and Sabroka has done the same for these Lasalle Vipers. And we'll see what transpires here in the second period, as the first period, like we mentioned, was a great road period for the Lasalle Vipers.
Absolutely. You can't blame either goalie for the pucks that managed to find their way behind them so far in this game. The one for the Nationals, Torrialba just wide open off the Nichols' initial shot. And then on the other way, another just wide open as Kvetsky. Just no one there, as no one caught the trailer for the Nationals, as he was just wide open, and Barry had no shot. No goalie saving that one.
That's right. We get a look at a save package for Aiden Barry in the opening period. This one from behind the goal line, tried to make the bank play, able to make that save, and just positionally sound like he has been all year. That was another great save there to keep the score tied at 1 on that breakaway. And then a nice little windmill on a Saturday. So we can't call it the Windmill Wednesday, but nonetheless, he makes that great save. We see the rest of the Nationals making their way out to the ice and to the bench. Owen Flores there with his sweet-looking Knights gear, as he's been up and down with them.
The gear looks great. It does not look great with an Nats jersey, though.
Yeah, no, the color schemes do not go together, but nonetheless, he's getting the time with the London Knights up in the OHL, being a backup to Brett Brochu. He's got into some games and looks pretty good, looked pretty solid up for the major junior club, but right now he's with the Nationals, and second period is underway.
Face-off won by the Vipers as we sent back. Almost stolen quickly by Sanovy. Picked up by Pavia, and he'll just throw it hard around the board. As Crevier will try to pick it up right on the far side, but Torrialba there. Stolen again by Nichols. Some hard work by Nichols as he drives the left wing side. Fights off Lacotte, gets it to the front of the net. Torrialba can't get a stick on it. Circled back by Monroe. Lacotte throws across ice down into the corner. Played by Crevier. Now Pavia. He has to fight off Arsenault, and Torrialba gets back to the point. Long shot. That one goes nowhere near the net. Sanovy will try to bring it out. Gets through the blue line, but doesn't get out. Now goes out by Arsenault, as Lacotte will bring it back. Cross ice pass through the slot area. No one there to pick it up. As Sanovy, he has some room to skate on the right wing side. He'll walk in, fires that one. That one just goes wide. Almost kept it at the blue line by the Nationals, but they'll have to get out and regroup as they go off for a change. Almost picked up there by Hamlin, but he can't get a hold of it. Now to Heggie. They'll pick it up behind the net as the Nationals regrouping with the new line out there. Top unit over to Chard. Chard down the left wing side. He's got Wood and Burge going right to the net. Gives it over to Wood. Wood shoots. That one just goes wide. Back to the blue line. Pace Roth. He tries to float it down in the corner. Chard picks it up. Takes a shot from a sharp angle. But Sabroka holds on.
Sabroka holding on there as Brody Gillis was all over Chard, so Chard did not get as much of his stick on that puck as he wanted, but nonetheless, it was a great opportunity. Chard comes skating out of the corner, kind of fanned on that puck. Easy save for Sabroka there as the puck scrum. Nationals gain possession now.
Pace Roth. He'll throw it right down low. Tries to get the give and go pass, but that one's picked off by Weingart. Back to the far side, Samolia gets it to the blue line, but can't quite get it out. Pace Roth now, he'll throw it down low in the corner. Wood can't handle that pass. He's sent back up the boards. Pace Roth again takes that shot. That one goes high and wide. Far side for Wood. Wood throws it behind the net. Bird's there to pick it up. He fights off a hit, still maintains possession. Right to the slot. Peggy takes the shot from the blue line. That one gets blocked aside by Sabroka. Weingart will try to get it out. Kept in again by Bird. Bird down low to Chard. Chard will walk into the slot. Back over to Pace Roth. Pace Roth put it out front. No one there to pick it up. And the Vipers will bring it back out. Hamlin gets a stick lift there by Burridge as the Nationals will bring it back now. Pace Roth across the blue line. Walks in. Fires that one right into the chest of Sabroka. I got a little concern there because as soon as the puck hit Sabroka, I think one of the Nationals players went behind the net and hit the netting of the actual net itself. So I thought it went right through him for a second.
Nonetheless there, Sabroka making that save as it hits the chest and hits the netting there, but Sabroka was putting that right in the breadbasket. Puck's now down into Nationals territory.
And back down into Vipers territory with the icing call.
Icing is the call on that play. Face-off going to come to the Vipers zone. Sabroka having to get ready now for a face-off in his own zone. The Vipers not able to change as the Nationals have what I would call their fourth line out right now with Beaupre, Bunker, and Duarte up front.
Nationals do have a very odd way they play that fourth line because Beaupre's on both the third and fourth line. Beaupre's just their catch-all guy, it seems, on that right wing. He just plays anywhere they need him. As he picks up the puck right now, tries to put it on net. That one just hits the body out front. Get to the blue line. Now will be brought out. Crossed into the offensive zone. Puck will be thrown right on net and easily kicked aside by Barry. As Beaupre will try to throw it out. He had to dodge a big hit coming his way by McManus. Stolen again by Beaupre. He gets it across the blue line. Down the left wing side, tries to put it out front. Stolen, brought the other way now. Granero back out front. Another nice chance by the Vipers. Gets on net. Another loose puck. Barry has to be sharp to kick that one aside. Lacotte puts it on net. Blockered away by Barry. McManus behind the net for the Vipers. Puts it back to the blue line. Kavetsky. Cross-ice pass over to Lacotte. Another shot on net by Findlay. That one gets blocked as the Nationals will throw it out. That one off the stick of Levecki. Stays just enough to not go for icing. Nice touch there by Levecki to make sure that didn't happen.
He must be a curler with the draw weight there. Just enough to get it to their zone and not over that goal line.
The dream of all defensemen when they do that clearing play. Quick shot by Nichols. That goes off a stick and catches the rafters. And we'll have another face-off coming in the Vipers territory.
That is right there. The Nationals tied in shots again here, 15-15. The score is still 1-1 as we get Tori Alba directing traffic with Sanovy and Nichols out there. McGowan and Arsenal on the back end for this face-off as it's won by the Nationals. Too clean.
And a bit too high, that one. Sanovy tried to get a glove on it, but it bounced a little too fast for him. Over to Arsenal. Arsenal tries to bank it off the wall, but will end up right in front of us here, down the glass.
Souvenir for the fans, if anybody doesn't seem too eager to go grab that. Face off.
Go on, Kyle. You can get it. It's a souvenir for us.
A souvenir for us. We'll keep it and put it on our mantles there as we get a face-off coming just outside the National zone. It's won by the Nationals, controlled now deep in their zone.
Pace Roth will try to move it up the left wing side. Stolen by Booker. As he'll circle back, throws it right into the slot. Another sharp shot by the Vipers, and Barry has to hold on as he gets a little more pushing and shoving. Haggy right in the middle of it with Kvetsky.
Babenko there as well. As it all started because Haggy gave a shot to, I think it might have been Finley after the whistle. No, number 20, that would have been Greenwell. As he gave Greenwell a shot, it was not, Kvetsky did not like that at all. Went after Haggy, then Babenko steps in, and no penalties getting called out of that, so it remains 5-on-5 here as the Vipers gain control.
Finley, nice little move. He walks in, tries to put it out front, and that one just gets on the backhand of Greenwell, but he can't get the shot off as another group of players convene in front of the Nationals net.
Haggy in it once again with his stick up high, catching Booker. As we see just a step out of the corner. Nice play there. Squeezes into Barry. Barry quickly jumps on that. Booker getting a stick up high from Haggy. Then Kvetsky in it again with Vanderzalm. This game is starting to heat up here with tempers flaring as it's 15-20 remaining in the middle period. It's still tied at 1. The Vipers do have the shot advantage here, 17-15, as the top line now is out for both sides.
We're going to hear a lot more about Curtis Haggy in our second intermission, as he will be our player highlight for the period. As back to the blue line comes the puck, and the Nationals will clear. Vipers still trying to maintain possession. Picked up now by Wood. Wood gets his pocket picked cleanly as the Vipers bring it back down low. Wood steals it right back. Gets across the red line, and he'll just throw it down in the corner. Chard chases after it. Puts it up the board, but it will be quickly picked up by Pavia. Pavia tries a little cross-ice pass. No one there to pick it up, so Arsenal will get into the Nationals to end. Over to McGowan. McGowan gets his pass picked off by Pavia, but the puck bounces over to Burridge. Back to McGowan. McGowan circles back, but got Pavia hounding him for the puck. Over to Arsenault. Arsenault puts it hard up the right wing side, over to Burridge, now over to Wood. Wood walks in, he fires, that goes off a leg. Behind the net, Chard. Chard can't get a stick on it. He gets basically manhandled in the corner there. As the puck comes down low, we'll see a power play coming here as a Nationals player, I believe that's Wood, gets tripped up behind the net. And the Nationals power play will get a chance to go to Wood for the first time.
First power play coming up for the Nationals, as you mentioned, Kyle. A trip just behind the net as Wood trying to go around the net. Stick kind of into the midsection, into the legs of Wood. Down he goes. Up goes the arm of the official. 2 minutes on the clock. That is Lucas Somalia going to the box for the Vipers. Their call-up. So he'll sit in the box for 2 minutes or less, depending on what this top unit can do for the Nationals on the power play. We got Burridge and McGowan on the back end with Chard, Nichols, and Wood up front.
We did say that special teams is one of the big keys for the Vipers. Their power play, not great at 13%. That penalty kill is amazing, though, operating 87%, one of the best in the league.
Yeah, we'll see if what comes to fruition here, because the Nationals have one of the better power plays in the league as well. So we have a break here for the Vipers.
Raniero, he'll bring it in, but just leaves the puck. Picked up by Nichols. Over to Burridge. Burridge wasn't really expecting that pass and just has to bank it down to the corner. Quickly picked up by the Vipers, and he'll throw it right back down. McGowan, nice job picking that puck off so he doesn't have to go skate for it. Over to Chard. Chard getting some pressure by Kvetsky. Over to Burridge again. Burridge cross-ice to McGowan. It'll be brought across the blue line now. Nationals looking to set up this power play for the first time here, but another hard work play by the Vipers as they'll clear that puck down.
Yeah, they've been doing a great job being aggressive on the penalty kill and cycling through their penalty killers, as they've already made at least 2 changes here in this penalty kill, so they've been doing a great job staying aggressive as well.
And got to keep those fresh legs out there as Chard. He rushes down the left wing, right down the middle. Gives it over to Nichols on the far side. Nichols gets almost dragged off the puck, but gets it back to Chard. Chard still holds on. He's waiting, trying to find the open man. Throws it out front. Sanovy can't get a stick on it. Burridge, he takes a shot from long range. That one goes wide. Kept in by McGowan. Vipers will get it back. Now we'll clear the zone again. 22 seconds left here in the power play. Nationals yet to muster a single shot on net. As Nichols, he'll get across the blue line. Dishes it down the left wing side. Over to Sanovy. Sanovy tries to bank it out front. Can't quite get enough on it to get there. Down to Burridge. Burridge puts a shot on net from long range and just easily goes right to the crest on Sabroka.
Sabroka making that save. Beaupre trying to do his job of getting in the eyesight. Burridge there with a shot. There was some pretty decent traffic in front of Sabroka, but Sabroka able to look around everything, make that save into the breadbasket, hold on for the face-off. 2 seconds remaining in the man advantage for these London Nationals. Looks like both teams will end up 0 for 1 in the man advantage department so far.
Beaupre almost walks in and gets a nice shot off, but just gets tipped at the last second as the Nationals will maintain possession. Walking in, Duarte takes the shot, or Vanderzon takes the shot. That one just hits the crossbar, goes over the net. Played by Heggie. He tries to throw it down in the corner. He pins his man, gets some support from Bunker. Bunker takes the shot. Gloved up there by Sabroka.
Sabroka making another save as the Nationals kind of been able to put a little bit of pressure on with this second line of Bunker, Beaupre, and Vanderzon. Heggie and Pace-Roth on the back end. It's kind of been that kind of game for the Nationals, as it's been their depth guys getting more of the opportunities this game, as they have that goal in the first period. We'll see if that continues for the rest of the game, as that's something the Nationals will look forward to as they head down the last stretch of the regular season and into the postseason.
Absolutely. It's basically been the top two lines have just nullified each other so far tonight. And it might come down, as you said, Kyle, to a battle of the depth. Play comes out, just gets to the blue line. Arsenault had already backed up, so he didn't want to make the play. Tries to get in the bunker, but just out of his reach. But not enough for an icing as Beaupre get in there quickly on Weingart. Nichols walks in, takes a slap shot. That one just goes wide. He had all kinds of space for that one. Bicos will send it out. Picked up by Nichols. Nichols will bring it down. He's got Wood with him. Right in the slot. Nichols still has it, fires that one on net, and Sabroka tracks it well and makes a save.
Nichols, a great individual effort on this play as he gets it and just wheels around into the slot area. As he got hooked there, he's still able to gain control, get a shot away. Again, an easy save for Sabroka there, as that was right into the chest. Face off deep, won by the Vipers.
Nichols still one of the youngest players on the team. Him and Carter Duarte, as he continues to play some fantastic hockey. Play comes out. Pace-Roth can't get a hold of it. Sent all the way down into the Nationals territory. Nice play there by Lavecchia to take the body as that puck goes over to Torrealba. Now to Nichols again. Nichols, nice little move. Gets inside. Wood takes that shot. Nationals putting the... We're seeing the Nationals put their lines in a blender there, as Dave Masco's not too happy with what he's seen so far. You see Wood out there with what was the second line.
It's been kind of charred here with the puck, but yeah, you mentioned, Kyle, it's been a blender of sorts for the lines for the London Nationals here in the second period.
Chard takes that shot, kicked aside by Sabroka. Burge out there now. Nationals still 4 players on the ice. Now they finally get that fifth out. Is Sanovy now on the top line. Play comes out, another penalty coming here. Looks like another one to the Vipers, as just a little too much happening there as Granero heading to the box and Pace-Roth. So they're just going to toss them both, go for a little 4-on-4.
Offsetting, slashing Miners coming up to Pace-Roth and the Vipers player there, as that was... Here's a look here, top left of our screen. We're gonna see just at the blue line, little hack there, little whack there. It was the back official, arm up quick, calling both guys. It'll be 5-on-5 here with the play, so it'll be offsetting Miners. The players will come out of the box at 8:03 and a whistle. So that's 2 minutes and a whistle here needed, as it's 5-on-5 action. Vipers gain possession and break out of their zone.
One of the benefits going back to two-ref system there, Kyle, that call probably would not have been made with only one ref on the ice.
That's right, and that's the calls that need to be made in a game like this, as the tensions have already gotten high and there's been pushing and shoving and sticks up high. That's going to settle the game down. It's going to be a game management call more or less than anything to try and keep these teams from boiling over and reaching a spot where there could be no return.
Chard goes down the left wing side, loses as he gets down in the corner. But nice play by the Nationals to get the puck right back, but lose it just as quick again. Down in the corner, Lacotte, he'll throw it out. Played by McGowan, now will be sent down in the Vipers territory again as the Nationals start making a change. Lacotte again. Cross-eyed D-to-D pass. Tries to get the pucks past Heggie, but Heggie makes a nice play. Back to Heggie again. He and D coast going D-to-D again. It's under 9 minutes left here in the second period. Duarte tries to glove that one down, but can't quite get enough on it. Pavia will pick it up. He'll give it to his D-men. Monroe. He'll bring it across the blue line. Now we brought back the other way. Bunker, full head of steam down the right wing side. He just makes his move inside. Bunker continues to maintain possession. Looks for that pass. Saw Arsenault going down the middle, but it gets blocked on the way there. Oh! Nationals player gets hit hard in the corner. Babenko, he takes his man down as well. Pavia will collect the puck for the Vipers as he'll bring it out. Pavia still holds on. He'll circle back. Drop pass down in the corner. Picked up by Morneau. He gets pinned by McGowan. 2 Nationals, 3 Vipers. Vipers will come away with it. Nice steal there by Arsenault. Gets it up the board. Tries to get it out. Duarte can't quite get past the D. Pavia into the slot. Walks in. Takes the slap shot. That one just goes wide. Morneau had the great chance, but couldn't quite get it on net. Across the blue line, comes the other way, come the Nationals, right inside, walks in. Beautiful play there by Torrealba, but couldn't bury it. Back up front again, loose puck, shoots and scores! And they're going to say no goal again as Nichols arguing it as he buries it in the net. We're going to have to take a look at the replay here to see if the net went off again. Another close play comes over, and the net moves a bit, but hard to tell.
I believe that's what they're going to call it. The net was again off. I saw the linesman come in to move the net, as Matos is not happy. The coaching staff on the Nationals bench not happy about that. But now it's happened on both sides and in that zone, particularly that same post was the one that was off in the first period for the Vipers.
Nice play there by the Vipers as they just walk in as Hamelin just takes a nice fast shot right across the blue line. Barry comes out right to the top of his crease to challenge it and holds on.
Barry making that save as the Nationals have the shot advantage, 21-18. We have 7:10 remaining in the second period. Score still tied at 1, as now, as mentioned, both sides have this goal waved off, and
Wood heading to the box for the Nationals.
Must have had too much to say. We'll have to wait for the official word on that. Now both teams are able to change again.
Power play coming to the Vipers, actually. Yeah.
So we get a look at Matos on the bench. He's a little bit, looks confused as to what's going on here. Face-off is controlled by the Vipers.
Lacotte, over to Monroe. Lacotte again, cross-ice pass, nice play by the Vipers, beautiful passing, and the Vipers take the lead 9 seconds into the power play. Tic-tac-toe, back of the net. Can't get any better than that.
No, especially great use of the power play as they just work the puck around to the open side, and then again left all alone on the back door was the Vipers player there. That's number 11, Noah Morneau. He gets a gift of a goal. It's now 2-1 in favor of the Vipers And these no goals are going to be a storyline of this game here going forward, as it's 6:50 remaining in the second period.
Vipers back in the offensive zone again. Lacotte walks in. Nice glove save by Barry. As clearly not shaking his confidence as he just goes right back into the game mode.
And that's exactly what you have to do for if you're Aiden Barry. That play, you're down a man, and the box, the PK system did not come to fruition as a goal went in, but he comes back and makes a great save on that touch.
Another quick face-off win by the Nationals, but a little too well as that one ends up right in the glove of Barry again. And just looking at that play, just some great work. I still didn't even hear what the penalty was for.
Yeah, neither did I. So we'll have to get a check on that. And
from our boot from the truck, it is unsportsmanlike conduct was the call. As some great work by the Vipers got that done. So, once again, we said special teams is the big thing for the Vipers. Penalty kills to getting it done. Power play getting it done too. Even though it's not been the most successful power play, but give the team enough chances, they will score. Nice cross-ice pass. Gets to Brickett. He'll throw it right into the slot area. Walks in, takes that shot. Barry has to hold in tight. They'll grab that one as Hamlin walks in again. That's the third or fourth time he's had a great shot right in the slot.
Barry making great saves here, keeping his team in it, and this is where the Nationals have to just bear down and get back to their game. Yes, they've had a goal disallowed. That would have seen them go up 2-1, but that's the past. You have to forget about it and just go play your game, play your shift to shift, and make sure you are putting the pressure on these Vipers that have seemed to be having all the momentum here right now.
Simolia managed to throw it back into the offensive zone. Puck comes up, Beaupre, nice stick lift, gets it to the blue line, but Weingard keeps it in. And that one will hit a stick and go out of play again.
The puck out of play, sitting right there in the netting, as we see Vanderzalm trying to use his height, and gets it in, down to the ground it goes. Just in case the puck does come back onto the playing surface, you don't want to see two pucks, as that would get a little confusing out there.
Just a little bit. But 10 players, 2 pucks would be a little too many. Arsenault tries to pick up the puck out front, just gets it out in time, as that was a loose puck right in front of Barry. Made into neutral ice, Weingard, he'll send it over to Simolia. Brought across the blue line, just out of the reach of McGowan. Picked up down in the corner by Greenwell. Greenwell tries to clear it, get it out front. That one gets picked off by the Nationals and stolen again by the Vipers and brought into National territory. Arsenault behind the net, he'll throw it over, picked up by McGowan. McGowan will take it for a skate himself. Walks in, walks through 2. Can't quite walk through 3 to get the shot off. Vanderzalm down in the corner. He's using his size to his advantage. Tries to use that long reach to bank it out front. But it'll just be thrown out of play by Simolia. And will face off into Vipers territory.
The Nationals able to kind of get into the offensive zone, really not sustain much pressure and get any kind of decent opportunity, but they are able to force the play here and get an offensive zone face-off. They win this face-off and try and gain control.
Face-off picked up by the Vipers. Nice hard hit there, laid by Sanovy. Face Roth, he moves it quickly as he had McManus barreling down on him. Back over to Pace Roth. Pace Roth walks in, has to split a couple of Vipers players to get it out. Stolen back by the Vipers, across the blue line. Granero back out front, nice chance, gets it right on the stick, but can't get the shot off there by is McManus. Nichols. He'll give it up. Thrown over to McGowan. Or to Pace Roth. Pace Roth to Sanovy. Sanovy gets it to Nichols, but Nichols can't do anything as it bounced off his stick. McManus walks in. Cross-ice pass. Tries to get a shot. Nice defensive effort there by Torrealba. As the Nationals recover the puck. Across the blue line. Back in neutral ice. Vipers will try to bring it out. Nichols just almost takes McManus' head off with that hit. And Sanovy will recover the puck and throw it down in the Vipers' territory. Bavia. He'll collect that, throw it down, goes just out of reach for icing. As noticing the ice a bit tilted right now in favor of the Vipers.
Yeah, that's completely right, Kyle, as the Vipers have gained momentum and a lot of it after going up 2-1 on the power play. We'll have to see if the Nationals are able to get some of the momentum back here. It starts with an offensive zone faceoff, and their third line out here with Bunker, Duarte, and Pavenko.
Nice cross-ice pass picked off by McGowan as he'll walk in. Just challenged by Lacotte, still skating around the world. Throws it all the way over, but that gets picked off and brought back into the offensive zone. Pavia, as he was just offside, McGowan gives him the extra shove. And you see the little bit of a collection of Vipers players come around as soon as they see their captain getting that extra shove on him.
Yeah, you're going to protect your captain as he's your best player arguably out there right now, as it's kind of a mismatch here for the Nationals as they have their fourth line out against the Vipers first, but Pavenko and Crevier were giving each other the business on the wing there before that faceoff.
And as the Vipers try to get in over the line, we'll have another offside and regroup again. I'm seeing this a lot from Dave Mastos today. He's really challenging that fourth line tonight. This is the third or fourth time we've seen now that the Nationals throwing that line out there against the Pavia line for the Vipers. So just really putting those guys to the test tonight.
Yeah, you want to see what you have, because the fourth line guys are going to be the guys you have to rely on here, as it's going to be a penalty to the Vipers coming up. The Nationals maintain a breakout here.
McGowan, he'll walk in, takes that shot right in the glove of Sabroka. And the Nationals will get a chance to work on the power play again as it looks like slashing.
So the fourth line doing what they need to do. They drew this penalty and getting a slashing call here. And they will go to the man advantage with 3:13 remaining in the second period. They'll go out with the big guns. Chard, Nichols, and Wood up front. Burridge and McGowan on the back end here for the man advantage. 4 forwards and a defenseman.
Quick shot right off the face-off win. It goes right into the chest of Sabroka. And this is exactly what the Nationals need here. They get a goal here late in the second period. Get right back in the contest. Right, that momentum going for that third period. Face-off won by the Nationals. Goes back to the blue line as McGowan will pick it up. The Nationals will try to set up. Burridge, long shot. Blocked away by Sabroka. Picked up on the far side by Wood. Wood tries to get it up. Blocked, and now will be sent down the length of the ice. Barry comes out to play it. Barry, little backhand pass over to Burridge. Burridge gets bumped into the corner, but he managed to get the puck over to McGowan. McGowan leaves it for Wood. Wood carries it across the blue line. Now he falls down the play. The puck gets sent down the length of the ice. Barry comes out to play it again. Leaves it for McGowan. McGowan skates by one. He'll get across the red line and just dump it in. Sabroka comes out to play it. A lot of pressure coming quickly on top of him. Back to the blue line. Burridge, he'll try to get it in. Still holds in the blue line, gets sent out again. Nationals, once again, still not able to get a shot on the power play. Only one on their last attempt. Across the blue line to Chard. Chard will try to bring it down. Bank pass off the boards. Gets it to Burridge. Bird puts it out front. Nice chance. Torrealba can't finish. Chard almost gets knocked down behind the net. Still manages to maintain his balance and gets the puck back. Down low to Torrealba. Back out front. Chard tries to get the shot off but can't. Chard again. Gets pinned up against the wall as the Vipers will clear it out. Over to Burridge. Burridge waits. Goes it back over to Hagee. Back to Burridge again. Another penalty coming here to the Vipers again. Burridge walks in, tries to put it up front, gets possession again, throws it up front again now, but now will be collected by the Vipers, and they'll be heading back to the box again as the first power play will expire. The Nationals will have 1 second, 5 on 3.
As we look, the top corner of our screen, just a cross check right to the face. You're going off for a change. No need to do that. Just go off for the change. Let him go. and you're right in front of the referee. You're going to get called 9 times out of 10 on that. So as you mentioned, Kyle, it's going to be 5-on-3 for a second, and then the Nationals still with the man advantage, so they'll be able to hopefully gain some momentum and possession to try and cause a shot on net and tie this game up.
Crevier back on the ice. The Nationals try to move it out front, but just can't get the pass off as from Sanovy. Pavia, he'll bring it in. Walks across the blue line, but just offside. A bit of a late shot there. Puts his arms up a second. He says, just like, I didn't hear the whistle. A little understandable. It wasn't that late of a shot.
Yeah, no, and Haggy just gave him a little bit of a word. Hey, don't shoot the puck after the whistle. Nonetheless, it was just I think as the whistle was going, the shot was going off. So Pavia said, hey boys, my bad. As we get a change of the power play unit. We have Nichols out there with Chard and Wood. It's Burridge and McGowan back on the back end. It's their top power play unit back out for the Nationals.
Pavia picks the puck up. He'll send it back to his D. Quickly played off a leg. Hits off Morneau, and then out of play.
Face-off will stay outside of the zone here as the Vipers are still killing a penalty. There's a minute 37 remaining. 51.8 seconds remaining in the second period. Score is still 2-1 for the Vipers.
Face-off won by the Vipers. They'll try to send it down just out of the reach of Burridge. 45 seconds left here, just under a minute 30 left in the power play. So if the Nationals can't score here, they'll start the next period on the power play as well. McGowan has to try to cycle back up. This penalty kill is just overwhelming the Nationals' power play so far. Nichols right in the slot. He takes a shot. That gets banked over the net. Play gets cleared up. Burge, nice work to keep the puck in at the blue line. Now the puck will be sent out. Goes all the way down in Nationals territory as McGowan regroups. Minute left here in the power play. 10 seconds left in the period. McGowan, he walks in. Gets around 2 men. Gets the puck over to Wood. Over to Chard. Chard takes the shot. That one's saved again by Sabroka. And back down the length of the ice. Nationals get a nice chance at the end, but are unable to convert. As the Vipers add another one on the board as they will head into the second intermission, up 2-1 here on Arby's Nationals Hockey on Rogers TV.
I'm John Abbott from now Vancouver, BC, and we're working with TSN out here on the West Coast, and have been since 2014.
A lot of power play opportunities going
back to when I was 5 years old. There was a big part of me that wanted to be in the broadcast business, and the ultimate goal, the ultimate dream was to be a play-by-play guy.
Moves it to Campbell. He takes a bump by Beaulieu.
I really wanted to understand how broadcast came together from all aspects, and so to me, local cable and the volunteer position within it was the perfect place to start.
Todd Perry's shot for score!
I would not be where I am today without the help of the people that guided me at Rogers TV and the opportunity Rogers TV gave me. And it's been a huge benefit to me, and that's an approach that, if possible, I completely recommend.
Sometimes it's hard to say goodbye to an old friend. But when you're saying farewell to your vehicle, Kidney Car makes it fast and easy. Just call or visit our website. We'll take any vehicle in any condition and give you a tax receipt for a minimum of $300. No headaches and no towing charges. It's the one-stop solution for getting rid of your unwanted vehicle in just a few short minutes. When your vehicles reach the end of the road, call us toll-free or visit kidneycar.ca.
Do you enjoy watching Arby's Nationals Hockey on Rogers TV? Then join the crew. Volunteers learn the skills needed to put on a show, including camera, audio, graphics, and more. Visit rogerstv.com/volunteer to sign up. After 40 minutes of play, the Vipers lead the Nationals by a score of 2-1. And in our second period player highlight, we'll be looking at defenseman Curtis Heggie.
Yeah, so I started my career in Brantford 2 years ago before COVID. It was a bit of a rocky start to junior for me because we weren't the best team, but we were really close and had a lot of pretty good depth. And then now this year, getting traded to the Nats right before the deadline. I didn't really know what to expect, but having a lot of fun here. So I'd say I like my physical aspect of the game. That's probably one of my best attributes. And then again, pretty good defensively. I block some shots for the goalie and get the boys fired up when I can.
Peggy joins the Nationals from the Brantford Bandits, who are at the bottom of the Midwest Division. It's been an adjustment both in terms of switching conferences and playing for a team with higher expectations this season.
Yeah, what I've noticed, like a lot of the teams are closer, so there's not a big gap between like first, second, and third. But for here, like anyone can beat anyone in this division, so it's always exciting. For me, it was a pretty big jump because like I said, I didn't really know what to expect, so I was a little nervous. Didn't know walking into a good team. Like they're usually a pretty tight group, and just wanted to see if I'd fit in well with them. And so yeah, it's been really fun so far.
Physicality is a big part of Heggy's game, joining Deacon Holmes as a heavy-hitting defenseman on the Nationals' blue line.
Yeah, it's always something I've enjoyed, like getting the boys going. If I lay a big hit and they're cheering, like it's always something that, because I can't bring so much of the scoring and all that, but if I can contribute in other ways, I like to do that to the best of my abilities. So that's where that comes from.
Heggy was the captain of Brantford before joining London, so he brings leadership qualities to the team as they get ready for the playoff push.
For the most part, yeah, I'd say like one of the older guys on the team, so everyone kind of has a leadership role just from being here, and then so I'm trying to do the best I can to show the younger guys like how to play, different styles to play, and because I'm very different from somebody like Pace Roth who gets a couple more points than I do. So yeah, we cover all the boxes down on this team, I think. So we're gonna grind as much as we can, and hopefully we can still sit comfortably right at the top there. That's the plan. So
Heggy has shown a lot of those leadership qualities tonight, as he is one of the main reasons the Nationals are still in this game as we get ready for our second intermission after this.
We were born in Canada. We spoke English. On the streets, we weren't welcome. But on the field, we were the Asahi. Vancouver's champions. Everyone cheered for us. Our people had a voice. Then Canada declared war on Japan. They took us from our homes, called us enemies, forced us into camps. But we brought the game with us. Baseball helped get us through the internment.
The Vancouver Asahi were among the 22,000 Japanese Canadians interned during the Second World War. The team never played another game.
Your mouth can do a lot of amazing things. And your mouth can save a life.
Hi, I'm Tom Wong. I'm just one of close to 1,000 Canadians in search of a stem cell match. We need your help.
A simple swab is all you need to register on the National Stem Cell Database. You could be the one to save a life. Find the hero in you.
On this week's episode of London Lights, Dan talks about the golden age of movie theaters in London with former theater manager Randy Fuller. Tune in at Thursdays at 8:30 p.m. Welcome back to the Western Fair Sports Center. After 40 minutes of play, the Lasalle Vipers up 2-1 over the London Nationals. Last time these two teams met, it was a 4-1 victory for the Vipers. Nationals hoping to change that one around and not end up the same way.
Yeah, you're on home ice. You've lost your first one on Wednesday night. You don't want to lose the second one on home ice back-to-back. So they'll have to come out in the third period and play strong hockey if they want to come away with a victory. As we take a look at a couple of highlights here from the second period, it's going to be the no goal as Nichols buried it, but the net was off. And then it's on the man advantage right there, an open net for the Vipers, puts them up 2-1. Then that's where we stand after 40 minutes of play. It's Morneau, his 14th of the season at 13:01 from Crevier and Pavia. And that's the Vipers, again, playing another solid period of hockey on the road. And they're doing what they have to do in order to try and come away with 2 points in a place that it's been very tough to come away with 2 points.
Absolutely. Hey, only one team's been able to do it all season. The Nationals been trying to get a lot of pucks on net, 24 shots so far, leading the Vipers. And it's been Sabroka who's been standing on his head and really dominating the Nationals offense all night.
Yeah, Sabroka's been playing well. Like we've mentioned, he's had some time in the Ontario Hockey League, so facing some grade A talent, and here just putting a stymie to the offense of the Nationals as he's been able to hold on and see the pucks not create rebounds, and if the puck isn't controlled, it's into his body, it's into the corner and out of the dangerous areas. So Sabroka making some great saves there. Aiden Barry as well. He's playing well, keeping his London Nationals in this hockey game and only down by a goal, because if it wasn't for him, I don't think the Vipers would only have a 1-goal lead. And we'll get a couple of packs, I believe, in a moment here for Aiden Barry as he looks great. And
Aiden Barry it's not surprising. Week after week, we say this all the time. Aiden Barry, the all-star for the Nationals. It's either him or Burridge is the story of the game for this team. It seems almost every game. Another fantastic night so far. Let two past him. You can't really blame him for either. Just a couple broken plays. Nobody following those trailers. Just ends up with those 2 pucks behind him. But overall, Barry's play has been solid. I've noticed a little bit tonight. He has been struggling with a little bit of rebound control. But it hasn't really cost him too much.
No, and you mentioned the 2 goals that did get by him were broken down plays. The one was on the man advantage, so the guy backdoor not covered by the PK system, and that's where we stand after 40 minutes of play, and the Nationals trailing by a goal. So they're not out of this game by any stretch of the imagination. They're just 1 shot away from tying this game up. So it's going to be a heck of a third period, I think, going forward.
Absolutely. And the one guy you always have to keep an eye on for, if you're talking about that guy who needs that comeback goal, is going to be Jeff Burridge. The absolutely offensive MVP for the London Nationals, leading the entire GOJHL in scoring, has a 7-point lead over second place there, and just phenomenal numbers. 26 goals on the season, 44 assists. So far, no points as of tonight, and just not even nobody else really even in his league so far. A 14-point lead on third. So there's a very good chance he stays at that top at the end of the season.
Yeah, I agree there with you, Kyle. It's Jeff Burridge. Like I mentioned off the top of the show, he's only been held pointless in 3 games this season. So that's pretty impressive. And he is riding a point streak of 8 games. That's 7 goals and 8 assists in that span. So if he is the one to get the Nationals back into this game, we'll see him add to that streak and add to his point totals here in leading in the entire GOJHL.
Absolutely. And it's not just him who's doing the job offensively for the Nationals. We're seeing a lot on the back end as well, as Owen McGowan continues to hold on to that top spot or be in that top area for defensive scoring as well. Currently sitting number 1 in the entire, or tied for number 1 at least, in the entire GOJHL in defensive scoring, but has played 3 less games there than Joshua Boria, and has done a fantastic job. And as you can see, we do have another member on that lineup as well, as down in 10th place, you have Spencer Lacotte from Lasalle, who has managed to put together a fairly solid season himself on the blue line.
It's Lacotte, like you mentioned, rounding out the top 10 for the Vipers, and McGowan just a mainstay on that back end for the London Nationals, as the Western Conference also has Tyler Alexander from the St. Thomas Stars in number 6. So it's the Western Conference getting 3 of the top 10 spots in defensive scoring. But McGowan, again, if you're going to look for somebody to get the Nationals propelled back into this hockey game and tie it up, it's either him on the back end or Burridge on the offensive group that'll have to maybe do Omen's work to get the game tied back up here at 2s.
Do not be surprised if the blue line gets better. Remember, this is a Nationals line without Thomas Monroe as well, who was sitting in that not top 5 in defensive scoring until he got hurt. So he should hopefully be back in the Nationals lineup in the next week or so. And once he comes back, that's going to be another big boost to the offensive abilities of that Nationals blue line. But also going back to tonight's game as well, 2-1 your score. It could easily be a completely different looking game if the 2 no goals we had ended up counting.
That's right, as in the first period, it's the Lasalle Vipers thinking they tied the game up earlier than normal, but that play there, beautiful shot going short side shelf, but ends up being the net was off. That post just creeping off the goal line, and then in the second period, the Nationals have the exact same thing happen as Nichols was all alone, buries it, but that same post seems to be off the goal line again. So therefore, if those goals do count, it's still a 1-goal lead for the Vipers, but it could be a different game because if, say, the Nationals have that goal, they go up 2-1 in the second period, how does that game change?
Absolutely.
Right? The momentum's different now. If the Nationals are up 2-1, they play maybe a little bit differently defensively and not try and be maybe as aggressive on the puck at times. But nonetheless, they are down a goal heading into the third period. They'll have to play a solid 20 minutes of hockey if they want to prolong this game or win it in regulation time.
Only the third time all season the Nationals have gone into the third period trailing at home this season. So we'll see if they can come back. They had in their previous 2 meetings. We'll see if they can do it again. We'll be right back with our third period after this.
Hi, I'm Matt Loop, and I am currently on Jack Mornings with Stax, Megan, and Loop on Jack 102.3.
But it looks like it's going to be a beautiful day today. I can't believe...
I was first introduced to volunteering at Rogers back when I was taking TV broadcasting at Fanshawe, and I've really been volunteering ever since.
I love it when a show comes together.
When I first started at Rogers, I was behind the scenes doing camera for sports broadcasts and in-studio shows, but then I put a proposal in for a sketch comedy show called Channel Surfing, and then I went on to host some shows like What's Up London.
I don't think they have a jumpsuit big enough for me.
I wouldn't be where I am today without the wealth of experience that I got at Rogers. Not only did I get to improve my broadcasting skills in an actual environment, but as far as the sketch comedy went, it also helped my writing, my self-esteem. It also helped me on air as well. And now look where I am. I'm hosting a radio show. It's crazy.
We've just been through a difficult time. For many, it's been a struggle, but it has also brought us together, and we can't stop now. It's time to step up and say, this is my community. This, right here, is what matters. It's time to help your neighbors who need it most, like veterans, seniors, and youth. It's time to rebuild. When you join the Legion, you directly support essential programs and initiatives right in your community.
This week, Jeff is putting the chilling in Chillin' and Grillin' with Jeff. He heads to a backyard in the winter and keeps warm with lobster bisque, prime rib sliders, and oyster Rockefeller. Watch on the latest episode, Chillin' and Grillin' with Jeff, Thursdays at 7:30 p.m. Taking a look at our Paul Duarte and associate shots on goal after the second period. Shots 12-9 in favor of the Nationals and 24-21 in favor of the Nationals overall, but still a Vipers 2-1 lead as we get set here for our second period of action. Taking a look now to our next contest that will be online at 7 o'clock here on Wednesday night as the Nationals welcome the St. Mary's Lincolns once again to the Western Fair Sports Center. That game will be on TV after the night's game on Wednesday. And as always, our third period is brought to you by Collins Clothiers. As we get set here, a lot of action still to be played, 20 minutes left, and a lot on the line for these two teams. In the standings right now, the Nationals still holding first place by 3 points over the Leamington Flyers. That gap can be closed at any time. If the Nationals lose another game here, Leamington wins, it's only a 1 point lead.
That's right, and you also got to look at Chatham because they're only 5 points out of first. So any kind of hot streak for Chatham and Leamington and London may be falling off depending on how games go. The Chatham Maroons could find themselves in first spot. So these games here down the stretch have a lot of meaning in the standings, as you want to kind of be that top seed. You get home ice throughout the playoffs, and that's huge, as I've seen some games for the Nationals here in the playoffs, and this crowd just gets electric. So if you have that for the entire playoffs, home ice advantage, it does wonders for you.
Absolutely. After tonight, Nationals 12 games left on the season, as every team playing 48 games this year, so a lot, not a ton of hockey left to be played, but a lot on the line as those playoffs loom large as they get closer every day. We get set for our the third period. The Nationals do start on the power play here as they quickly try to bring it over the blue line, but great stop there by Morneau, as it will be brought back down the other way. Quick play, that one goes off the stick of Pavia, and out of play again.
Out of play, the face-off will come just outside of the Viper zone. 33 seconds remaining in the man advantage for the London Nationals, as we see Chard and Morneau, I believe, having a few words as they get ready for this face-off, and it's going to be a scrum draw won by the Vipers.
Picked up by Lacotte over to Findlay. Puck will be called down as a high stick. A little too aggressive there off the stick of Nichols. And we'll have a face-off down in the National territory once again. .7 seconds left here on the power play to the left side of Aiden Berry. Figure out who's taking the draw here as Nichols gets kicked out. Chard comes in, face-off won cleanly by the Vipers, and they'll go back D to D. Findlay will take it, he'll just throw it in the offensive zone. Barry comes out to play it, gives it over to Burridge. Burridge coming down the middle with a full head of steam. Across the blue line, loses the puck, finds it right back, but can't quite get it to Wood, as we picked up by Morneau and sent out. Again, come the Nationals. Power play is over. Eaton back out. McGowan down in the corner. He gets pinned against the boards, tries to get a puck back, but stolen again by the Vipers. Eaton will carry it across the blue line. Eaton right in the slot, tries to get it out front. That one just slides off the end of the stick of Brickett. Loose puck, foot race for it, down on the far side. Nichols tries to get there, but it'll be played there by Sabroka. Weingard, he'll throw it up the right wing side. Just gets it by Heggie. Heggie throws a bit of the body out there. Throws it around the wall, gets it to Vanderzon. Vanderzon to Torrealba, or the Bunker. Bunker can't get a stick on it. Weingard will recover, tries to throw that. That goes off a skate of Gillis. Be sent back down into Nationals territory. Another foot race. Pace Roth's going to try to be the first one there. Ends up on the stick of onto the stick of Beaupre. Beaupre out to Bunker. Bunker carries across the blue line. Drop past the Pace Roth. Pace Roth takes a shot. Nice blocker save there by Sabroka. Back down in the corner. Horn tries to get the puck out, gets it up to Hamelin. Sent back down right to the blue line of the Vipers, as they'll try to get out. A lot of neutral zone play here to start the period. Picked up again by the Vipers. Granero, he walks in, he takes that shot, kicked aside by Barry. Granero tries to bring it up the wing, but that gets blocked. Back onto the red line. Horn will pick it up, he goes D to D. Back onto the stick of Horn. He walks in, cross ice, just dumps it into the far side. Arsenault will pick it up, he'll just throw it right back down where it came from. Foot race for it, Chard in there. He takes the body, gets blocked by Burridge. Burridge still trying to get a hold of it. Gets it over to Sanovy. Sanovy takes a shot, that gets blocked on the way to the net. Now back down in the corner. That comes up the wall. Bekos, he'll keep it. That one goes off a leg and out of the Vipers territory. Chard will now throw it in the offensive zone. Sanovy, he gets in there and finds the puck. Throws it right to the blue line. Bekos, he takes a shot. Not much on it. That gets blocked. Another shot in tight by Burridge. Chard picks up. Another penalty coming here to the Vipers and to the Nationals now. As Will just be to the Nationals. Got a little bit of late whistle there. Nationals had possession. And it'll be Burridge heading to the box, 2 minutes.
It's for a cross check. He was battling in front of the net. Got up a little too high with his stick. As a penalty that's in the offensive zone, bringing the puck all the way back. That's kind of an ill-advised penalty to take, especially for your captain, as you're down in the game 2-1. And the Vipers now have possession of this puck.
Right down low, loose puck, shoots and scores! Just like that, the Vipers take a 3-1 lead off the stick of Nick Pavia.
Captain putting that puck in the net as he does quite well. That's his 18th
goal of the season.
18th goal of the season. I was getting a little confused there with the numbers on my roster there, but nonetheless, it's Pavia putting the Vipers up 3-1, and now it's a bigger hole to climb out of for these London Nationals, and they have to do exactly that and get some sort of momentum rolling.
The power play that was struggling for the Vipers has done nothing but succeed tonight, as they are 2 for 3 on the power play with 2 huge goals tonight. McGowan, he just tried to walk in himself. Gets stolen off his stick. The Vipers will bring it back out. That one just almost gets picked off. Greenwell can't get a hold of it. He's sent down the length of the ice again. Kavinsky goes to the D. Lacotte, he'll bring it back out. Across the blue line to Greenwell. Greenwell, he'll break it down the right wing side. Gets behind the net, spins, fires. That one can't quite get on to Barry. Back into the corner. He's sent around the boards by McGowan. McGowan gets pinned on the boards, thrown back down to the corner by Kavinsky. Back up the wall, gets the blue line, Lacotte. He just takes a slap pass down against the back wall. McGowan over to Torrealba. Torrealba crosses the red line, he'll just dump it down. Sabroka just easily throws into the corner. Cross ice pass, no one there, but Benko almost gets a hold of it. And picked up again by the Nationals. Cross ice over to Heggie. Back again, here comes Pace Roth. He'll take it for a skate down the left wing side, leaves it for Babenko. Babenko floats that one on net, easily kicked aside by Sabroka. Back to the blue line, Heggie can't hold the line. Gets blocked, a little backhander, ends up on the Vipers bench.
That is a stoppage of play, the puck into the bench of the Vipers. With 15:06 remaining here in the third period, the Nationals have to find a way to get into the offensive zone and get sustained pressure, because right now it's been all Vipers in the last couple of minutes, as that's resulted in a third goal here for Lasalle.
Puck comes all the way back down. Nationals have possession. Heggie throws it up to Babenko. That one just bounced off his stick and into the Nationals territory, or Vipers territory. Gets rimmed around the boards, back out the other way. Ends on the stick of Hamelin. Hamelin gets hit by Heggie. Still manages to stay on his feet, gets some help from Bunkers. That gets rimmed around over to Duarte. He can't get a stick on it, as that'll go down the length of the ice. But it's off the Viper stick, so no icing.
I think it was that the defenseman didn't really make an effort to make a play on the puck, so the linesman not going to reward him as they now turn it up ice. Here's Weingart.
Nationals move out their top line again. Burridge, he'll carry it down the left wing side. Throws it into the slot, just out of the reach of Sanovy. Brickett, nice cross ice pass, stolen there by Bikos. Now picked up by Sanovy. Sanovy over to Burridge. Burridge takes a shot. That one gets tipped and goes wide. Back up front again, Hamelin. He'll collect the puck. He'll just bank it off the wall, and he'll try to skate down. Has to leave it, so it'll be collected by Arsenault. No, Arsenault, cross ice, that gets picked off. Brought in again by the Vipers. They'll bring it down low. Loose puck, takes the shot, finds its way through and scores! Barry bobbles it, and it ends up through his legs and in the back of the net. Vipers have a 4-1 lead.
Just a breakdown here as the puck was just thrown on net, and that's Morneau getting of the goal here. Look at the replay as the puck was just kind of thrown on net, got tipped. Got tipped by Morneau on the way to the net. causing it to just squeak through the legs of Aiden Barry over the goal line. And that's the 4th goal here now.
Borno's 14th on the season. As what was a close game, the Vipers are starting to burst wide open here as it was taking advantage of every mistake the Nationals are making.
And that's what you're going to have to do on the road, is just take advantage of what the team gives you, and that's what the Vipers have done so far, now widening their lead to 3 goals.
Pass intended for Pavia, can't quite get a hold of it. Played by McGowan. McGowan gets put hard into the wall by Pavia. Almost stolen again. It is stolen again by the Vipers. Back out front, another quick shot. Barry loves that one down, and has to be quick to make another save.
Barry makes that glove save. We get another look at this 4th goal for the Vipers. Just a shot coming from the middle of the circle, going, I believe, off of Arsenal and off of Morneau in front of the net, causing it, like I said, to just squeak through the 5-hole of Aiden Barry. And here come the Nationals with possession of the puck in the neutral zone.
Vanderzon tries to get the puck over to Beaupre, but can't quite get enough on that pass. Played again behind their own net. Heggie collects it over to Vanderzon. Vanderzon will move it, just gets it across the blue line, but instantly loses it. Nichols tries to throw a body in there to get the puck back. Stolen again by Vipers. Played down into the corner by Nero. That puck up all the way back down. Eaton throws over to Weingart. Eaton again. Collects it, gets it right across the Nationals blue line, and he'll pick it up again. Got Beaupre on top of him, throws it off. Nice pass, another save there by Barry. He had to be sharp from another great chance by the Vipers. McGowan just trying to lead the rush, trying to get anything going for the London Nationals. It's been pretty flat here in the 3rd period.
Yeah, the wind is out of the sails for every line so far for the Nationals, as it's been all Vipers as they come again into the offensive zone.
Another face, a big hit there by McGowan. The puck will finally clear the zone. Long pass intended for Duarte out of his reach. He'll collect the puck down in the corner. Duarte gets taken down. Orialba tries to get there in time, can't quite get there. Back down in the corner, Weingart, he tries to clear it out. Stopped by Bunker. Bunker will find the puck behind the net. Bunker assesses the situation, takes a shot from a sharp angle. Goes back to the blue line. Pace Raw takes a shot, can't quite get to the net. We collected by Findlay. That one gets stolen, kept in by the Nationals. Down low again, Bunker will try to bring it out front, loses off his stick. Picked up again by Bunker, he loses it now. Partial break here for the Vipers. Walks inside, takes his man down. No call on the play. And Barry's just trying to find his way back on his feet. Another save there as the net comes off. And just a giant mess in front of the Nationals net. Some good defensive work to deny the shot. A little surprised there wasn't a penalty on that one.
Yeah, I can't really see who was on that defensive play there for the Nationals, but did obviously enough to not draw the penalty, and it'll bring a face-off here deep in the Nationals territory as the net came off. That should have been a penalty, I think. In the eyes of my referee expertise, it would have been a penalty, but nonetheless, it's not, and the play is back underway.
Play goes back down, Vipers will collect it in their own zone. Over to Lacotte. He goes back to his defensive partner. Now into the offensive zone. Down low again, Burridge. He'll collect it, he'll just throw it back out into neutral ice. Nationals zero possession so far in this period. 10 minutes left here in the 3rd. Down 3 goals. Nationals almost get a steal, but the puck will be quickly picked up again by the Vipers. They try to walk in, gets stopped there by the defense. McGowan behind the net, gets it over to Burridge. Burridge walks out, gets it over to Chard. Chard across the blue line, throws it over to Wood. Wood takes that shot. Another chance over in front. Burridge can't quite get it in time to get another shot off. Nationals back to their traditional top line. Gets over to Wood. Wood tries to walk in, gives it over to Hagee. Hagee winds up, fires. That one goes high, hits off the crossbar as it hits off Sabroka, and then out of play for a face-off in Vipers territory.
We're 9:50 remaining in the third period, and that was the first bit of sustained offense we've seen from the Nationals, which is not going to win hockey games. Hagee with that shot off the glove, blocker, head, crossbar. I think it hit almost everything but the back of the net there. But face-off controlled by the Vipers here in their own zone.
Vipers win another face-off as they've been doing a lot of that here in the third period. Played by Levecki. Gets sent over as the Nationals will try to break it over. Sanovy carries it across the blue line. He moves it out front. Pace Roth can't get a stick on it, but Sabroka does. He'll hold on again for another face-off in Vipers territory. 30-27 are your shots in favor of the Nationals, but score still stands 4-1 Vipers.
Yeah, 9.5 minutes remaining. Time becoming the enemy of the Nationals here, as they got to try and find something quick if they want to get themselves back in this hockey game.
Vipers try to clear it out, but that goes off a stanchion and stays in their own territory. Now we brought out Pavia. Tries to clear the zone. That gets stolen by the Nationals. They'll bring it back the other way. Sanovy, he'll carry it across the blue line. Just puts it on net. Now backhand out front. No one there to pick it up. Beaupre takes a shot. That one gets blocked. Back out front again. Nichols loose at his own feet as he had a chance but couldn't vary it. Nichols again still holding on. Little head bob to try to get his teammates to move. Sanovy down in the corner. He gets pinned. Picked up by Nichols in the slot. Nichols winds up, fires, and picked up again by Sabroka.
Another bit of sustained pressure for the Nationals, but not enough, as Sabroka is seeing this puck relatively easy to make these saves. They need to get bodies in front of them, pressure down low, and get better high-octane shots from the dangerous areas of the offensive zone as they come out now with a third line of Babenko, Bunker, and Vanderzalm. Another crazy bounce off the boards in the Viper zone.
That's twice, just 2 plays in a row. As Eaton picks it up, gets stolen off his stick by Vanderzalm. He walks in, Vanderzalm fakes the shot. Probably should have taken it there as it gets stolen off his stick. Bunker, back to the D to Hagee. He'll send it cross ice over to Bikos. Out to Babenko. Babenko to Bunker. Bunker across the blue line. He takes a shot. That goes off a leg. Back the other way. McManus. Across the blue line. Got Vanderzalm on top of him. McManus still throw there. He gets hit hard down by Hagee. Puck back to the blue line. Weingart, he takes that shot. That one goes wide. Back to the far side. Samolia, he takes it, puts it down in the corner. McManus again. Back to the slot. Walking into the Vipers. Tries to get a shot off. Tripping call coming here to Babenko. As the Vipers will get another power play. Samolia over to Weingart. Pavia out there is the extra attacker. Weingart down low again. Vipers trying to find that open space. Still going out for it. Weingart still trying to pick up the puck. Lose it again. Bunker just kicks it. And that'll count enough as possession. And Babenko heading to the box. 2 minutes for tripping.
Not something you want to take there, as he's just in the slot. Keep your feet moving. Try to get to a better spot to lift the stick or take the puck off the stick. Nonetheless, he takes the feet out from underneath the Viper player, gets sent to the penalty box, and the Vipers gonna look to go 3 for 4 with the man advantage, as they are currently 2 for 3, and that's something that was ailing them earlier on this season.
Face-off scrummed and will be picked up by the Nationals as they'll send it down the length of the ice.
London penalties number 14.
Behind the net now. Why does he get a quick jump on it there? Is Burridge. Will be picked up by Hamilton. Will bring it out, send it behind the net. Arsenault will throw it hard around the wall. Burridge takes his man down, still in the offensive zone for the Vipers. Puck we sent down again, Sabroka. He has to move it quickly. Sent up to Findlay. He's got Chard on him. Throws it right into the slot as they carry it across the blue line. Quickly stolen back by the Nationals. Chard moves it past one guy. Tries to get it around another end, does. Chard moving in all alone. Finally gets it taken off his stick by Hamlin, but he gets it right back and moves it back to Arsenault. Arsenault will deal it over to McGowan. McGowan will just throw it all the way down the length of the ice. Lacotte there picks it up for the Vipers. Drop past to Kovetsky, now over to Pervia. Back again behind the net. The Vipers will try to break out by Monroe. Over to Pavia. Pavia up the right wing side. He loses it. Sanovy tries to get a hold of it. He can't. Vipers still maintaining possession. Thrown behind the net to McManus. McManus gets taken down by McGowan. Pavia, he picks it up. Goes over to Morneau on the blue line. He can't get a shot off. McGowan tries to get it out. Gets blocked on the half wall. Behind the net again, Pavia tries to throw it out front. Loose puck, no one there. As now clear the zone. Sanovy trying to go full steam down the left wing side. Sanovy into the slot, no one there. Picked up now by Lacotte. Lobenko back on the ice for the Nationals. Just over 5 minutes left here in the third period. Still 4-1 is your score. Walks in, shoots, scores! Lacotte buries it and puts the Vipers up 5-1.
This has been a different look Nationals team altogether tonight as the Lasalle Vipers, they're just Lacotte able just to walk right in to the slot and just bury it. Lackluster defense on all around, from the forwards back checking to the defenseman just not taking the stick away, doing something to get the puck off that stick of Lacotte. He buries it past Barry, and it's now 5-1 with 5:15 remaining in the third period.
Pass tries to go up to Vander Zalm, played by Samolia. Back to Arsenault. Arsenault almost loses it on that pass. That gets banked up, stolen again by the Vipers. They'll throw it in the offensive zone. That off the stick of Eaton. Behind the net. Played down low there by Booker. Up the wall can the Vipers. Little backhand pass. Bunker will steal it from the Nationals. Over to Arsenault. Arsenault gets picked up now by Eaton. Eaton walks out. Back to the blue line. Samolia, he takes that shot. That one can't get to the net. Back again, another shot at a sharp angle. Barry makes the save. Arsenault will try to clear it out. No one there to help him as Weingart keeps it in. At the blue line, thrown back down again. Vikos will try to clear it out. Gets it to the blue line, now gets it out. And sent quickly right back into Nationals territory. 4:16 left here in the game. Beaupre across the blue line. Walks in, puts it on net. That one just goes wide. Right on the far side by Bunker. Over Levecki. Levecki dishes it out to Beaupre. Beaupre nowhere to go with it, just throws it in the Vipers territory as the Vipers send it back into Nationals territory. McGowan over to Levecki. Levecki tries to get it to Torrealba. He loses in his feet. Right over to Chard. Another new look line for the Nationals here as you have Chard out there with Torrealba and Burridge. Over to Torrealba. Torrealba walks in, fires that one just over the net. Back down low again. Chard gets pinned against the wall. Goes up there, up against the wall, pinched down by McGowan. Hamlin will carry it out for the Vipers. One-on-one with Levecki. Spins, loses control of the puck, gets thrown down in the corner. Stolen again by the Vipers. Back to the blue line. Another shot there by Findlay. Finds its way on net. Barry will just hold on. 3:08 remaining in the third.
The 30th shot on goal for the Vipers as the Nationals have 32 shots on net, but only one goal to show for it. And there's Burkett and a couple of the Nationals going off. The linesman having to get in the way of that, as the Nationals are just frustrated, but they can't be frustrated at anybody but themselves. They haven't really played a strong hockey game from the start, and the Vipers have come into the Western Fair Sports Center and played a great road hockey game.
Hagee, he'll collect that puck down low. Wood will just take that and throw it down the length of the ice. Stolen again by the Nationals. They'll try to bring it out right up front. Wood can't get a stick on it. And the Vipers will bring it back. It just falls on the stick of McManus. Now falls on the stick of Wood. Loose puck will sent down in Nationals territory. But you were absolutely right, Kyle. A perfect road game for the Vipers. Come out with a 1-1 tie after one, and then just throw all your offense that you can muster. And you have a 5-1 lead here with 2.5 left in the third period. Back down into the National territory. Vipers try to get something going again. Can't quite get the puck on their sticks. Brought back the other way by Wood. Wood picks it up. He'll throw it down low. Has to beat out Lacotte for it, and Will gets it out front. No one there to help him out. Wood just all alone waiting for a change. Throws over to Nichols. Nichols and Wood battling for it. Pavia, he falls down on the play. Behind the net. Duarte will pick it up. Duarte gets his pocket picked and brought back the other way by Findlay. Findlay gets blocked by Arsenault. Duarte will pick it up again. He'll throw up the wall. Gets over to Babenko. Babenko gets stolen off his stick by Pavia. Pavia again behind the net. Duarte tries to get it out, but gets his pocket picked. A little miscommunication there. Babenko will get the puck, and he'll move it out over to Duarte. Duarte across the blue line, walks in, fires. That one right into the glove of Sabroka.
Sabroka makes that easy glove save as we have Pavia having some words with, I believe that's Babenko, and Pavia's just saying to Babenko, look at the scoreboard, buddy. Like, that's all the talking I have to do. We're up 5-1 with 1:22 remaining in the third period, and so the Nationals here are going to send out Tori Alba with Bunker and Vanderzalm, Bikos and Arsenault on the back end. Top line out for the Vipers.
9-2 of the goals been in the last two meetings between these two teams. The Vipers absolutely dominating the Nationals in both meetings. Last time the two teams played was in Lasalle, and it was the very first game of the new coaching staff. We were queuing that one up to the new coaching and the new systems and everything. But LaSalle might just have the Nationals number so far.
Yeah, the Vipers have just been playing the Nationals very well. And the Nationals as well haven't been playing some great hockey as tonight at all, as that puck went out of play into the netting. Face-off going to come just outside of the Vipers zone. We have 48.4 seconds left in this third period. And now the Vipers are just going to have to stay out of the unnecessary business after the whistles. And same with the Nationals. You want to show some class and show that, hey, we just got outplayed tonight, and we have to come back better next game.
Absolutely. For the Nationals tonight, though, just not crisp with passing. That's basically what I've seen almost all night, is every time they try to get a pass, it's in the feet, behind your target. It's too far ahead, nothing crisp, tape to tape. You need to work on that. If the Nationals get a practice or two in this week, that's really what you got to work on to try to bounce back here with St. Mary's coming in on Wednesday night here at the Western Fair.
19 seconds left. That puck goes off a stick and out of play into the netting, as the face-off will come deep inside the Vipers zone, as this game is kind of all but over here. Formality to play out the last 19 seconds. As the puck is dropped, we're underway.
Face-off won by the Vipers. They'll just break it out. One last chance down the length of the ice. Stolen by Arsenault. And they'll just hold on for the last little bit as he goes D-to-D with McGowan. As for the second time all year and in back-to-back games, the Nationals lose here on home ice as the LaSalle Vipers stun the Nationals by a score of 5-1. A phenomenal contest by the Vipers. As we said, the perfect road game we just witnessed for the Vipers. Exactly what they wanted to do coming into the tonight's game.
That's exactly right. And we're going to see the celebration for the Vipers. And we'll quickly get a look at the 3 stars of this hockey game. Noah Morneau gets the first star, Patrick McManus the second, and then Matthew Sabroka played a phenomenal game inside the net for the Vipers. So they sweep the 3 stars, something that we have not seen in a while here at the Western Fair Sports Center. Usually a national has done something to stand out, but in a 5-1 loss, the Vipers deserve all 3 stars. We round out Sabroka 3, McManus 2, Morneau 1, and that's the Vipers with a 5-1 victory.
Absolutely not the outcome the Nationals wanted here on a Saturday night. We'll hope to turn it around as we take a look at our next game as they take on the St. Mary's Lincolns here on Wednesday night. 7 o'clock, that will be online, and then it will be on Rogers TV after the London Knights game. And the Nationals looking to bounce back here. As everybody, thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time.
Melnick, what's the one question you would ask him?
He's fine.
This interview's over.
Yeah.
I did. So for those who don't know who are watching, Eugene Melnick and I do not speak to one another. In fact, he despises the ground I walk on. And although not confirmed, I believe he played a part in why I am no longer employed, but that's a whole other story. So when I started to do this podcast, so I'm persona non grata with the Ottawa Senators. Like, they won't give me accreditation. They won't let me have players. So everything we do, we have to go around. So I approached the Sens at the beginning and said, listen, I'm going to do a podcast. We can work together. And this wasn't Eugene, obviously, and said, we can work together. I'm going to bring players on with or without your help, but I'm just trying to help promote your product. Or we can go and I can bring Leon Draisaitl in. I can bring everybody else from outside different markets in if you want. So they ghosted me. They didn't respond. But I said to them, I will even let Eugene Melnick come on if he apologizes to me. They didn't respond to that. So I would not hold your breath for a Brent and Eugene meeting, but I will gladly do it. It'd be a ratings boom, but I don't see it happening.
I guarantee it. And you know what though? And again, if you had a loaded question, like I said, if you had a question in your back about how he could, what his vision of this hockey club is, or whatever the case is, do you know what would come out of your mouth? The first thing you would ask this gentleman, even if it's not personal.
That's a great question. Probably something along the lines you've said 3 years ago, that this was going to be a spend to the cap team, that this was going to be 5 years of unparalleled success. You were one of the worst teams in the league each of the last 4 years. When does the turnaround eventually happen? And why has it been so dreadful for 4 straight years for the Ottawa Senator fan base? And